Welcome back, welcome back, everyone, to another episode. We are here for another episode of everyone's favorite place to be on a Wednesday morning. Where else would you rather be on the internet on a Wednesday morning, Brandon? But right here at Practice, the show. What if you could launch your very own eCom store with winning products in just a couple of clicks? Now, you don't need to be a tech expert or a product genius to start selling online. You just need the right setup. Pre-built, high converting store templates that make setup fast and easy, and winning products that are already researched and loaded, so there's no guesswork needed. All the built-in tools to handle payments, shipping, and automation for you. And plus, you can customize everything to match your brand and vibe. Launch in hours, not weeks, and start promoting with content on social media immediately. If that sounds good and you're ready to skip the overwhelm and start selling, then you'll love the offer that ClickFunnels released over this past week. My name is Mark. I'm the guy behind the Mental Marketer and the private Facebook group Funnel Building 101. I teach the newest art and science of funnel building to help content creators sell other people's stuff.
And I'm Brandon, owner of BKXX Enterprises, helping you take those funnels, getting them hooked up online properly, plugging those leaks, and plumbing your entire marketing system. Just call me the digital plumber, and let's get those leads flowing. What's going on, Mark?
What's up, Brandon? I love to get that plunger out there. Welcome back to another episode of Pitch Practice, the show. What's going on? What's going on? Oh my gosh. What a week it has been so far, and we are on Wednesday, right? Yep, of course. It's like another trip around. You know, we go from our week is Wednesday to Wednesday. We go out there and then a lot of stuff happens, and then we come back on Wednesday and meet up again. I attended an AI marketing summit today. It was a whole day event, and it was really, really, really good. I got some really, really good nuggets out there.
Who hosted
it? It's called the person's called Alicia Little.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. She went all in on AI a couple years ago, and this is the one that kind of took me on, kind of put me on to some of the new AI tools. I think I told you about last week. We had that whole AI episode where I talked about our top 5 AI tools.
Right.
And I did get a couple of suggestions from her, but remember, I think we were talking last week about AI and about how frantic it moves.
Oh, it's moving at the speed of light. Like every week, it just exponentially increases. I'm making pictures with ChatGPT one week, and they look like they were taken with a potato, and this week it looks like it's being taken with a IMAX cinematography camera just used to snap pictures. It's absolutely crazy insane.
It's insane. And Meta AI released a brand new app, a standalone app. I don't know if you saw that. Did that go under your radar, or did you?
Yeah,
did you hear about that?
I saw old Zuck with his Meta glasses, looking like a goof, talking about his new app, and I thought about getting the Meta glasses, replacing these with those. With the clear and get 2 pairs, one clear, one sunglass, and I saw him wearing them, and I'm like, I can't wear those. I can't wear those. But I saw a couple people at Funnel Hacking Live wear them, and they were pulling it off. But maybe I could.
I I tried on a pair a couple weeks back. I was at a little event, and a friend of mine had a pair, and I tried them on. What is that? Is that the direction? Are we going to be going away from this? Oh, look, you see that? That's us.
Yeah.
Are we going to be going away from this and moving to this? Because you can actually hear and talk back and forth through those glasses. So it kind of moves, a lot of communication from the phone to just a pair of glasses.
Yeah. I mean, I think they might use bone conducting to do that. I mean, I have bone conducting headphones and they sound halfway decent. So, um, yeah, I mean, it could be a possibility. The other thing with it as well is figuring out how to project onto the lens itself the information image, and the most difficult part of the application is just battery life. I mean, how do you pack enough juice into the glasses for them to be generally usable, especially if you have to use them to function every day like I do. If I take these off, I am blind as a bat. And, if
So
I
they're
would
not just for show.
no, these aren't for show. These aren't for looking at a computer screen or anything like that. Like, if I take these off, I can't see hardly anything. I can see, right? But, all the letters are blurry and everything like that, and my vision's slowly gotten worse over the years. And I knew it was gonna happen. It's like, as soon as I started getting glasses, like, it's just gonna progressively go downhill. So I waited to, like, the last possible minute to need glasses, and that's when I was in the chemistry lab when I took an eye test. They're like, you need glasses." And I was like, "Oh, well, shit." So, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I've been wearing glasses since I was in my teens.
Oh, I
I
I probably
did,
needed them then, yeah.
yeah, I used to wear contacts. And if you're out there listening and you've known me for a long, long, long time, you may know that I used to wear colored contacts. I used to wear colored contacts. I sure did. Hazel contacts for the longest, and a lot of people thought they were my real eyes, but I hate to break it to you, they weren't. I have brown eyes, and I just learned to love my glasses now. I have a new pair coming. Actually, just went to the got my eye exam, upgraded my prescription just a little bit. Yep, and other than that, we have gotten exciting. We're going to talk. We're not going to be on very long tonight at all because I think we both just have a ton of things to do. We're getting ready for a trip. We're actually going to be flying out tomorrow. What's your itinerary look like?
Well, I'm not gonna say, but tomorrow afternoon, I fly out, heading to Utah. I won't be there till tomorrow evening. Sun will be setting, so I'll get to see the pretty sunset over the mountains, taking the train into town, and
Nice.
kind of going from there. I mean, I got some additional gear, like last minute gear, to pair with the Osmo to put on the backpack. So that's walking around. I'm gonna be doing a little bit of creating. Um,
What
I
is
think.
that? What is that? You and your
Oh,
gadgets.
so obviously it's the Osmo Pocket 3. I don't know if you can see it because it's blurry. It wants to focus on my face, but there you go. And then this is the backpack strap. I saw a couple people with that at Funnel Hacking Live, kind of walking around um, with their backpack on, and then that was Velcro to it. So as they're walking, they're recording and everything that's kind of going on from a first person view. So they get some B roll going out. I think I need to take inventory of all my stuff, make sure I got all my wires and SD cards and all that kind of stuff going.
All right. So does this mean that we're going to see more content coming from Brandon J. Garcia's social media profiles?
That's the plan. We're gonna see how well I can execute that plan. The content's gonna be recorded at least. It's gonna be at least recorded. Whether or not I get it whether or not I get it edited and uploaded and all that other kind of stuff is a whole other molehill to climb. But we'll figure it out. I think ChatGPT can edit videos, so I'm just upload it to there and say edit this and rock and roll, or I'll throw it into CapCut or something. I don't know. I just need an AI editor that's going to put it together for me. That's what I need. I ain't got time for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you just need to drop the raw footage in a drive and then have someone go in there and do the work.
That's expensive. For me right now, it's expensive for me. I got to figure out how to pay for it.
I may have a connect for you.
Okay.
Yes, yes. And so that is exciting. That is what we have coming up. So I know you've got some last minute plans and last minute things that need to take care of before tomorrow. I did pick up a little bit of swag. So looking forward to giving you some swag from the mental marketer
There you go.
as we go out there. And I'm leaving out tomorrow a little bit later, but I'll be meeting up with our other colleague, and we're going to be actually road tripping. So that'll be interesting. Make sure to follow me on social media, and you might catch glimpses of me on the way up there and how we're just going through and till we get there, because it's going to be a pretty exciting event. Once we get there, we have a VIP day planned, and we're meeting up in our accommodations. You're going to get there first, so hopefully you'll prepare everything for us. And I want the queen bed too, by the way. I want the big bed. Your sound is gone. Okay, can you hear me? Your sound is gone. Yes. All right. So yes. So tomorrow we are going to head out. All right. He's back. He's back. Let me get him back on. Let me get you back in here. Hold on. Okay, there you are.
Am I here? Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, you're here.
I'm gonna try to improve my sound here. 30 seconds. Apologies for the delay and the technical difficulties. I really hate this Yeti microphone. I want to go slam it up against the wall.
Are you bringing the guidebook?
Yeah, I got the guides. I ordered those Amazon. They delivered in 2 days, so I got the latest and updated. And I did compare it to the original. I think the new one is definitely um, the new one is definitely more robust as far as what's in there. And I think it might be better because I was like just kind of comparing pages, and uh, yeah, I'm looking forward to reading it. I'll probably end up reading it on the plane. I got so many books I got to read, man. It's crazy.
What about did you take a peek inside that creator's journal?
Yeah, the journal's put together well. It has some pretty good prompts into it, and I will take a look at it again closer while I'm flying out. Maybe I'll do the first journal entry. I don't know. We'll see. Um, I've never really journaled and kept up with one, but this will give me an excuse to do that.
Nice, nice, nice. Yes. If hashtag where you watching from out there in the comments, we see you out there watching. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Pitch Practice, the show. And we're talking about the brand new offer that was dropped last week. And I mean, dropped like a drop shipping bomb. And as soon as that offer dropped last week, I put something inside the Facebook group, and I had some people just say, "Yes, hey, let's talk. Let's talk about this. This is a game changer." What Russell did on that webinar, and how it's now how ClickFunnels has partnered up with Zendrop to bring these already pre-made, ready-built eCom stores it's like nothing that has ever been out there before, because it really takes all the guesswork work out of anyone. It eliminates all excuses for someone that wants to open up their own store. And I just want to, before we go any further, I did want to quickly just throw this up on the screen there in case you hadn't seen it. This is going to be compliments of Brandon. Compliments of Brandon. That's being pushed out to the chat right there. That's your offer that was released last week with the pre-built custom drop shipping stores that ClickFunnels has partnered with Zendrop. Tell us what your thoughts are about that offer, Brandon.
I mean, I think it's a pretty solid offer for what they're getting. You're getting a complete year's access to Zendrop with all the e-commerce training behind it. So even if you are a brand new person to e-commerce, if you're really wanting to start an e-commerce business, and I know you're probably scared of everything that's kind of going on trade wise and where stuff's coming from and shipping and tariffs, all that kind of stuff, you don't really have to worry about it. They're going to teach you and walk you through and guide you and handhold you the entire time that you're in it. You get $200 credit for your first order. So, if you have a product there that cost you $1 to sell, you can sell 200 of them for free. Let's say you mark them up to $3. That's what, 200 times 3, that's $600 right there that you made in your pocket. Less taxes, pretty much covers your expenses for signing up for the program and getting it set up and running. So that's what they wanted to do to make sure that it nearly costs nothing for you to take advantage of the program and get up and running quickly and on the right foot and doing the right things to market and sell the business. I went through the seminar, the training, and watched as Russell quickly built out the store and things like that, and actually went to it live while I was there. And it's a real deal. It's a real story starting to put up. It isn't done. Payment processing wasn't set up and all that kind of stuff, but you at least see all the products, add them to cart, and do everything like that. And you get these stores that he was kind of showing you. He threw in a print on demand store. He threw in I think like 7 other different templates to download and put into your account, which is absolutely crazy insane. It's like they want you to be successful, so they give you as much as possible to be successful. It is overwhelming. I will state it is overwhelming, but if you just take it one bite at a time, you'll be fine.
Yes, and focus. I saw some of the stores, and what I'm impressed about is just how seamlessly it integrates now with Zendrop. And like I said, after the offer dropped, I almost immediately got a message from someone and said, "Hey, let's talk about this." And we had this meeting because they're e-commerce. They've scaled businesses up 6, 7 figures and beyond, and their take on it was, this is really going to change the game, because they had typically been having to, it wasn't easy to connect the two. It wasn't easy to actually, someone come to your page and then seamlessly have that order taken from another company, and then it just drop shipped for you. And I think that's the feature of the collaboration between Zendrop and ClickFunnels that has really caused a lot of the buzz. It cuts out the middleman. It cuts out having to do much anything when it comes to fulfilling. And then also, especially with you talked about how the current situation with tariffs and how prices are starting to increase, and it's affecting real businesses out there. It's affecting real businesses, and it will affect prices on things that we have taken for granted more than
Mhm.
likely lately. You know, I have never been one that did a lot of shopping on those discount cheap, you know, the ones.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
but there are a lot of businesses out there that do, and or they may have sourced products that are now going to be subject to increased charges, in which most cases it's being transferred onto the customer. Now, I think Zendrop, the products are made and stored in the United States, if I'm not mistaken.
Some of them are, and then some of them are shipped direct from China, and all the tariffs and all that kind of stuff have been taken care of within the wholesale price of the product. So there's nothing that you'd have to worry about having to get signed and worry about import and duty taxes and all that kind of stuff. That's all taken care of for you. Because I don't know how many people ask that question on the webinar, but that was it was one of the most asked questions. What about tariffs? What about tariffs? What about tariffs? So they said, don't worry about it. They handle all the tariffs on their side when it comes to importing it and drop shipping it to your clients. So if that's something that keeps you on the fence of getting into e-commerce and sourcing from China, um, then that there's no excuse now. There are other places to source as well. There are U.S. Source products as well. You'll get faster shipping on. But majority of the stuff that we get is just the way it is. I mean, China is the manufacturer of the world. I mean, that's where they set themselves up to be, and we'll see what happens.
Yes, yes. But just know that by going through this offer with Zendrop and ClickFunnels, it could potentially be your cheat code around those tariffs. And while others may be having to deal with it, then uh, you can have a competitive advantage by not having to deal with that. And that's definitely something that should be considered. I'm going to throw that up here on the screen once more. That
Yep.
is your offer for the Zendrop offer. And just to give you a little bit of information on it and what actually comes with that offer, it comes with Zendrop Plus for 1 full year. You'll get the Zendrop Academy. You'll get a t-shirt store, Startup Drugs white label. You will get eCom funnel secrets. You'll get eCom traffic secrets. You will get the one funnel away eCom VIP, and there's that $200 Zendrop store credit. And I saw someone that said only thing I need is a ClickFunnels account. Well,
Hmm.
I almost actually commented on that post on your page because it does come with a 30-day free trial.
It
It
does come.
actually does.
Yeah, 30 days free trial, and I will note that code will not take you to that particular page where you can like buy it right now, but it will take you to you can at least watch the webinar and get an understanding of how ClickFunnels and e-commerce work together, and then you'll get the offer for $697. Plus, you'll get the even if you don't take it, you're already a ClickFunnels person, you get the bonus funnels that they give out at the end of the webinar. They pulled a Tim, what's his name?
Tim Shields.
Tim Shields. They pulled a Tim Shields. Like, you got to stay on live. We're not putting it anywhere else. You got to stay on live to the end to get the link for the lead magnet. So it's quite interesting fourth walling these events, because we've been to enough of them to know what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen. Sometimes there's a surprise, but most of the time it's pretty succinct what's going to happen. I mean, I just went through a funnel the other day, and it started off book funnel, and then it went to upsell to the 3-day virtual masterclass, and that's kind of where I'm stuck. And then they obviously want to sell you into the larger, higher ticket coaching for like multiple 5 figures. It's like, no.
No, no.
As much as I want
But
to, but I got to figure out how to buy it if I'm going to do it.
awesome. But I am paying attention to the funnel as I go through it. And yeah, that's awesome. Awesome. You know, awesome. And yeah, other than that, I think we're going to be cutting this short. We're right at about 25 minutes. So we're going to cut tonight's episode short. You know, man, you know what? I don't know. I think recently, the ads, I don't know, maybe you've seen me if you're watching out there, maybe you've seen me come up in your feed recently, maybe on Facebook, maybe on Instagram with a sponsored post promoting the ClickFunnels Selling Online Challenge. I'm telling you, it has been taking off, Brandon. It's been getting a lot of exposure, and people have been reaching out to me. It's interesting, a little bit behind the scenes. We are actually looking at the statistics of it, seeing what the CPA is, seeing how many people are actually signing up, and I just want to say it is going great. If you have not taken that challenge, maybe you've seen me talk about it, and I talk about how there's no one that I've learned more from than Russell Brunson, and it's absolutely the truth. The guy he is an absolute genius at what he does, and just taking that challenge and getting the exposure to him has literally changed the direction of my life. And that's not an exaggeration. It's not an exaggeration. It literally has. And just learning from him, it's definitely worth it. The challenge is $100. So if you see me come up in your feed recommending the Selling Online Challenge, click it and take it. You will not regret it.
Yep,
And
I've taken it once or twice. I don't remember, but I think I have access to 2 of the replays, so I think I've at least taken it twice. Because it's different every time. It really is, and it's a semi-evergreen webinar series. They hold it once a month, usually towards the end of the month, and it's kind of like a Frankenstein funnel in the sense of every iteration that it goes through, they take the best parts of it and put it into the next one to optimize it till it's absolutely perfect, and then go from there. Now it's a lot of work because Russell has to remember what he wore on what day, so that his wardrobe matches when they put it back together, right? So, I mean, other than that, you have that. The MC's live. You have live moderators in the chat. Um, some of the education though is pre-recorded, but you don't have to be live for every part of it. This is something you can model for yourself. If you nail it, a section, reuse it. Doesn't hurt at all.
Yeah, and the combination of live and recorded, it's I'll tell you, I got on a call with someone after you know, they saw me, and here's what they said about the whole thing. Because if you notice, if you're in the world, it's not just ads from me that you're seeing coming in front of you. You're probably seeing ads from multiple other people, and all typically promoting the Selling Online Challenge. And what ClickFunnels and Russell is doing is showing how to effectively run ad campaigns. And it is something to model and funnel hack what ClickFunnels is doing, because they're always ahead of the curve. And it just so happens I'm part of the, I'm part of it.
Yep.
But if you have seen them, just pay attention. And there was something also that was brought to my attention, and that is, when you see this on the outside, this is just the surface level. It's like funnel hacking, what you see on the surface level, but then there's what's going on the back end. That's the funnel hacking. That's where the secret lies, is what's going on underneath that iceberg. And I'll tell you, the plans that are going on right now is really some marketing of the future. Some future marketing is what's going on. So definitely, if you've been seeing it, pay attention, take the challenge, learn from Russell ClickFunnels. Yeah, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong.
Oh, I mean, he's the GOAT for the reason. Russell's the one with the arrows in the back at this point in time, and in the career, our careers. When it comes to marketing and personal development, things like that, like he is our generation's Napoleon Hill, and um, one of the best marketers that's out there. So if you're going to learn from somebody, learn from him, because he's done the work, he's put in the time, and he's learned from the greats himself, from Kennedy to Hill to PT Barnum and everything like that. So can't think of enough, for at least for the opportunity to, I guess, be a part of the community and learn the skill set that we can eventually pass down to the generations below us, and continue to make the impact. Because selling is service. And as much as people don't like the thought of being sold, people love to be sold. They do.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, they
like
love to
they
buy.
love to buy. They might not like being sold, but they love to buy. But people don't buy without being sold. So it's a big catch-22. I like it. I love it. I love the psychology behind it. And yeah, so if you think there are sleazy tactics out there. So if you think that's bad, it is. But there is ethical selling that's out there. If you get into the right circles and learn it to do it the right way, you will have a very successful career selling, either online, offline, hybrid of both, and you'll be able to have that quote unquote freedom that you desire, because nothing happens without a sale.
Yes, yes. And most of the time, the selling is to help you to get out of your own way to get something that you need.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. And one second, okay.
Yeah. So I guess you guys got a little common fit. So yeah,
All right, yep. I am feeling better.
good, good,
Yeah,
good. I don't need to catch any cooties or anything from you when I come up to Utah.
yeah, I'm just about yep, just about. Yeah, I was like, woo, wasn't feeling good. I am back 100%. Give me a 100% down in the comments. Great to see you all watching today. We're making it short today. We've got an exciting weekend plan, and we can't wait to come back and tell you all about it next week. So, any final words before we say goodbye, Brandon?
Nope. Just stay the course. If at first you're not succeeding, I mean, just keep doing it, one foot in front of the other. I can say all the euphemism as possible. We all know and heard them, but you haven't failed unless you quit. So don't quit and keep pushing.
That's it. That's it. Let's make the world a better place, one funnel at a time.
There you go. All right, man.
All right.
Take
All
care.
right. Thanks for